Last month, Padres manager Craig Stammen confronted a fan who was heckling Manny Machado, his superstar and best player. Machado has been struggling mightily this season, to say the least. And I do always find it pretty wild to see a perennial all-star just suddenly fall off a cliff. The run production's still there, and that's important, but Machado's fighting tooth and nail just to keep things above the Mendoza line. It's gotta be frustrating for the guy. He bounced back and hit .280 this month so far, and that brought him up from an abysmal .190. But if he doesn't keep the momentum going, he could very likely find himself with a sub-200 average for the first time in what's been a pretty freaking solid major league career. Machado's regression is also interesting because of his contract. Not only is the Miami native signed through the 2033 season, but he also has a no-trade clause, which would make it really, really bad for San Diego if what we're seeing this season from Machado is the beginning of a slow and painful decline for the rest of his career. And while we're on the subject, allow me to express my humble opinion that I think it's fucking insane that any professional sports franchise would allow a player to have a no-trade clause in his contract. I mean, it's the ultimate leverage. No matter how bad they play, you can't get rid of them. Why would you ever, under any circumstances, handcuff yourself to any player? It just seems unnecessary. With a no-trade clause, the player no longer has any skin in the game. They have a guaranteed payday with zero risk of getting shipped off to Milwaukee or wherever if their game goes to shit. I mean, credit to Machado and his agent for getting that in his contract, but for the life of me, I just don't get how a major league front office lets that happen. It's times like these when it's really hard not to feel like you could do a better job than a lot of these owners and GMs out there. Back to Craig Stammen. He intervenes on Machado's behalf like it's 7th grade and the class bully is about to give Manny an atomic wedgie.
Boxer shorts, huh? What brand?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, well, let's take a look!
Initially, I was on the side of the fan. He's a paying customer, and last time I checked, heckling isn't a crime. Machado and his skip need to take it like grown men. Shut up and focus on winning ball games, which in turn will make the hecklers shut the fuck up too. You also gotta look at this from the POV of the Pods faithful, a fan base that I'd have to imagine is in a pretty demoralized state these days. Several years of good rosters thrown down the freaking drain, and the reason why is very straightforward. They play in the same division as the Dodgers. Any true sports fan can sympathize with that. It's like being in the same division as the Patriots in their prime. All you can do is wait for Tom Brady to get old, or hope he gets hit by a semi. I did a flip-flop on this because, like I said earlier, Machado's still in the top 30 in RBIs and top 15 in homers, and that's why I flip-flopped to Machado and Stammen's side. If things were different, Machado's hitting 200 with 23 RBIs instead of 60, then yeah, I wouldn't be looking at this the same way. That fan would have every right to let him have it. Stammen would be a baby-back bitch for getting involved. Machado's a grown man, and he probably doesn't want you standing up for him anyway. It makes him look weak. The bottom line is that this Padres fan is heckling Machado because he's pissed off that the team has a losing record, and my overall point is that the Padres' losing record has very little to do with Machado.